All right, what's going on, Laker fans? Good morning. Hopefully, everybody is sort of trying to enjoy their Wednesday morning. Not exactly the last couple of games that Laker fans were looking for, but I appreciate you guys tuning into Lakers Talk Daily. And please, as we always remind our listeners here, please subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. We'll greatly appreciate it. ESPN LA continue to put up content on a daily basis, streaming all the live shows. So we're doing all that stuff. So please continue to support the channel. Okay, let's get right into it. Another loss for the Lakers yesterday. We get the news before the game, right before pregame show, right before I started, literally a couple minutes before I started. Darvin Ham talks and just kind of breaks the news out to everybody that headache, nausea, Anthony Davis not able to go. And let's just say the Golden State Warriors are a team that if they smell blood in the water, if they feel like there's an opportunity, they're going to take advantage of it. It's exactly what they did, and it didn't surprise me at all. Nothing last night surprised me of the Lakers losing that game to the Golden State Warriors, and it just didn't surprise me because, first off, Anthony Davis is such a pillar to everything that the Lakers do. When you hear somebody talk about the most valuable player, I heard Stu Lance mention this in the broadcast on Spectrum yesterday. He's like, look, that's how you define a most valuable player is when one guy goes out and your team has the chances of the Lakers winning that game yesterday was not very good. It was not very strong. And it's just primarily because their defensive foundational piece was missing. And that's how the Warriors get 134 points. But a couple things still obviously stood out. Unfortunately for the Lakers here, the loss to Minnesota and the loss to the Golden State Warriors really, really hurt their chances of potentially moving up. In kind of crazy here because Sacramento lost, because Phoenix lost, New Orleans won, and Golden State obviously beat the Lakers. There are still ways for them to move up, so it's not completely out of the picture. But a lot of that is obviously going to have to do with the Lakers taking care of business and winning their games. But the timing is just bad right now for Anthony Davis to be out. Braun missed that last game on Sunday as well, so a little bit of bad luck for the Lakers in regards to all that. But why they lost to the Golden State Warriors is very simple. When a team shoots 60+% from the 3-point line and they hit 26 of 41 from the three, you're going to lose. That's what the Golden State Warriors did. The ball keeps moving. They keep cutting. They always make the extra pass. And every player, just go down the list. Klay Thompson hit 5 threes. I know this off the top of my head. I know that Steph Curry hit 6. Draymond Green hit 5 threes. Andrew Wiggins hit. Kuminga hit. Everybody, Gary Payton, everybody felt like was getting in the action, hitting those threes. And the Lakers just didn't have an answer. They were always a step behind. And even when the Lakers would make a run, because they'd make runs, Lakers would get the deficit all the way down to 5, down to 6. And then a big shot, a big three. Somebody would step up for the Golden State Warriors. So just a unfortunate circumstance for the Lakers. I don't think they lost these last 2 games because they're not good enough. They lost these last 2 games because one or both of their best players were not available for full games. Obviously, LeBron didn't play a full game. AD didn't play a full game in this one. And AD missed 3/4 of the game against the Minnesota Timberwolves on top of Braun being out. So it's frustrating. And, now you go look at the standings. Basically what happens from here is the Lakers, they don't control their own destiny anymore. It's not, hey, if you just win your games, that's all that matters. No, they're going to need help. The only good thing I would say is that a lot of these teams still face each other. And the Lakers will comfortably take care of business on Friday against Memphis. Memphis literally is not playing anybody anymore. Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr., Marcus Smart's already out. Obviously, John Morant out. A lot of their players are gone. So Friday will be Friday. And basically, by the time you get to the end of Friday, we're going to have a good idea of what teams have clinched, what teams we know the Lakers can't pass. I know that I could tell you Lakers have the tiebreaker on the Phoenix Suns. They don't have the tiebreaker on the Golden State Warriors. They don't have the tiebreaker on the. I don't know if that just happened on my laptop or everybody else saw it, but that fireworks going off in the background here because I put my two thumbs up. They don't have the tiebreaker against the Sacramento Kings, so the Pelicans is still up in the air based on that last game. Who knows where everybody's going to be? And other things just to kind of keep in mind. Will the Clippers have clinched and maybe that game against Phoenix is not that important to them? Will Minnesota have lost to the Denver Nuggets to where by the time Minnesota's got a game against the Phoenix Suns, that game doesn't mean much to them. So there's still so many things that could come into play, but still a lot up in the air as well. So crazy couple of days. Unfortunately, it was kind of crazy when the game ended yesterday. It was like, wait a minute. Is that the last home game of the year? Well, could be. If the Lakers end up being that number 10 spot, they're going to have to go on the road for 2 straight games just to get into the playoffs. And if they lose one of those games, that's a wrap. We're not going to have any home games. We're not going to have any games, period. So we'll see what eventually happens. But just kind of a tough couple of days for the Lakers. And like I said, I'd be more disappointed because they didn't play well. Unfortunately, I think they lost these last 2 games because they weren't healthy, and I think that's the main reason. I don't really think there's anything more than that. Now, they weren't guaranteed to win games, but I'll take my chances with a healthy LeBron, Anthony Davis, and the rest of the crew. Okay, Lake fans, that's all we got for today. Hopefully you guys are able to tune in. We'll be live and local all day today. So Travis and Sliwa Show. So Travis, our show, Travis and Sliwa Show coming up at 10 a.m. Mason and Ireland, Sedano and Cap. So make sure you hang out all day. And thank you for being a part of the show. And please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.